Hey, what's up everyone, Same Time Gaming here. Welcome back from the Division 2 weekly vendor reset. Well guys, there is no maintenance or anything, so let's just go to these vendors real quick. So the first named item we have here is the Sacrifice chess piece. Comes with the perfect glass cannon talent. We have health here, has a protection 8.3% and weapon damage. I would suggest change the health to like headshot damage or crit chance or crit damage or whatever you want. And if you want, you can use it. But hey, if you're a new player, just be careful because you will die a lot if you don't know how to use it properly. Alright, next we have MP5 and SMG. With killer talent, we have swap speed of 13.7%, 12.5% of crit chance, 11% of SMG damage. Pretty decent stats here. You can change the swap speed to damage to target out of cover, and you can use it. Killer is a very, very nice talent, and MP5N is a very underrated SMG in my opinion. Next we have PDR Assault Rifle with Strain Talent. We have 6.5% of crit chance, 18.5% of health damage, and 9.9 Assault Rifle damage. If you want, you can give it a try as well. Next we have 93R Pistol with Preservation Talent. We have 7% of crit damage, 11.4% of pistol damage. Walker Harris Backpack with Leadership Talent. We have 16.6% repair skill, 5.5% headshot damage, and 14.5 weapon damage. Then we have Petrov Defense Group Chest Piece with Efficient Talent. We have 16.4% repair skill, 6.2% headshot damage, and 11% of weapon damage. Then we have Offensive System Mod, which is 4.4% of crit chance, a Drone Mod, which is 7.9% of scan range, Turret Mod with 5.9% of duration, and last we have a Stick Launcher Mod, which is 5% of blast radius. Alrighty guys, we're here at the Clans vendor, so let's take a look. We got the Mechanical Animal Assault Rifle here, comes with Future Perfection Talent. We have maxed out crit damage here, 15% of health damage and 11% of assault rifle damage. So if you're making a skill build or something like that, you want to give your skills an overcharge, or maybe you're running a hybrid and you want more skill tier, you can run this assault rifle, get a kill, and this will give you +1 skill tier every kill. Okay. Next we have Foundry Bulwark Holster with armor there. We have Skill Haste of 10.3%, Eclipse Protocol knee pads with 8.1% of skill damage, a Striker Gloves with 12.3 weapon damage, 8.6 status effect. We have Negave LMG with Frenzy Talent here with 8% of crit damage, 9% of damage to target out of cover, 11% of LMG damage. Pretty decent stats. You can change this to damage to armor, and you can use it on like a Striker build or something like that. Frenzy is a really fun talent. You can use this weapon. Next we have Covered SRS Marksman Rifle with Steady-Handed Talent. We have 8% of health damage, 90% of headshot damage, 12.7% of Marksman Rifle damage. Then we have Classic M60 LMG with Future Perfect Talent, 7% of crit chance, 11% damage to target out of cover, and 9.5% LMG damage. A G28 Rifle, Marksman Rifle with Eyeless Talent. We have 9.5% of magazine size, 98% of headshot damage, and 12.2% of Marksman Rifle damage. We have SASG-12 Shotgun with Vindictive Talent, 8% damage to target out of cover, 9% damage to armor, 11.7% of shotgun damage. And we have Grupo Sombra Holster with 12.6 weapon damage, 7.5 explosive resistance, 10.3 skill haste. Sokolov Mask with 8.8 weapon damage, 5.1% of crit chance and health there. Then we have a Utility System Mod with 16.8% repair skill, a Drone Mod which is 8.6% of health, Defensive Protocol Mod, which is 8.7% of blind depth resistance. And last, we have a Chem Launcher Mod, which is 8.5% of ensnare duration. Alrighty, guys, we're here at the Theater Settlement, so let's take a look. We got the Culibre, how you want to pronounce this, shotgun. Comes with Perfect Jazz Hands Talent. We have 18.5% of optimal range, 8% of damage to armor, 10.8% of shotgun damage. You have Tactical Super 90 SBI Shotgun with Strain Talent, 9.5 magazine size, 8% of damage to armor, and 9.2% of shotgun damage. Then we have M1A CQB Rifle with Sadist Talent. We have 8.5 magazine size, 9% crit damage, and 14.4% rifle damage, which is fairly high. Next, we have Murakami Industry Gloves with 10.2 skill haste, 4.8% crit chance, 511 tactical knee pads with very low armor here, 58,000. We have skill damage of 8.5% and health there as well. Next, we have Defensive System Mod with 8.5% of ensnare resistance, Seeker Mind Mod, which is 4.2% of radius, Shield Mod, which is 4.3% deflector damage, Firefly Mod with 7.9% of speed, and last we have a Decoy Mod, which is 6% of health. Okay, guys, we're here at the Campus Settlement, so let's take a look. We got the White Death Marksman Rifle with Spike Talent. We have 9.1% of swap speed, obviously the headshot damage, the name is stat there, and 10.3% of Marksman Rifle damage. Then we have Custom M44 Marksman Rifle with Lucky Shot Talent, 3.3% of rate of fire, 84% of headshot damage, 12.9% of Marksman Rifle damage. Then we have Military L86 LSW LMG with Future Perfect Talent, 10.5% swap speed, maxed out damage to target out of cover, 8.1% of LMG damage. The Golden Gear Mask with armor there, we have 8.2% status effect. and 6.8% of explosive resistance. A Sheshka holster with 10.4% weapon damage, 15.9 repair skill, and 6.5 explosive resistance. A utility protocol mod, which is 10.2% skill haste. A chem launcher mod, which is 12.9% of ensnare health. A hive mod with 4.1% duration. Pulse mod with 6.4% cone size. And last, we have a trap mod, which is 5.9% of duration. Alrighty guys, we're here at DZ East vendor, so let's take a look. We got the new reliable LMG. Comes with perfectly optimized talent. We have 8% of crit damage, 8% of damage to target out of cover, and 10% of LMG damage. If you have enough DZ credit, I would suggest buy it if you don't own this weapon. This is not a Dark Zone exclusive. You can farm it in open world as well, but it's here. It has decent stats, I would say. If you don't have a better one, obviously. You can change the crit damage to armor. It can optimize the rest of the stat, and you can use it on like striker build, something like that. It will do quite a lot of damage. It's a very, very fun LMG to use. Actually, my favorite LMG. And next, we have Socom MK20 SSR marksman rifle with Optimist Talent. We have 7.8% stability, 90% of headshot damage, 10.4% marksman rifle damage. Black Market M60E6 LMG with Eyeless Talent. We have 10.2 reload speed, 7% damage to target out of cover, and 9.9% of LMG damage. A Striker Mask with 9.1% of weapon damage, 8.8% of status effect. A Rigger holster with 4.5% crit chance. Overload Ornaments Mask with 10% weapon damage, 10% skill haste, and 6.6% of explosive resistance. Then we have Fenris holster with 9.3 weapon damage, 5.1% crit chance, 6% of weapon handling. A utility protocol mod, which is 10% skill haste. Chem launcher mod, which is 7.9% ensnare duration. Hive mod, which is plus 4 repair charges. Pulse mod with 8.6% effect duration. And last, we have a trap charge mod, which is 4.2% of duration. Alrighty guys, we're here at DZ South, so let's take a look. We got the Swap Chain SMG. Comes with perfect unwavering talent. We have 5% of damage to armor, 12% of crit chance, and 11.2 SMG damage. This is not a Dark Zone exclusive again. This is, you can farm it in open world as well. This is a pretty actually fun weapon to use with the perfect unwavering talent. But I wouldn't recommend buying it from here. You might have already gotten one better, you know, in open world or something like that. And next we have P90 SMG with preservation talent, 5% of damage to armor, 16% of crit chance, 11.6% SMG damage. FAMAS 2010 assault rifle with on-empty talent, 6% crit chance, 12% health damage, and 12.6% assault rifle damage. This can be used, you know, on-empty is not bad. You can change the crit chance to damage to target out of cover, and yeah, you can kind of use it. Then we have the Serious Pistol with Sadist Talent, 9% headshot damage, 10.6 pistol damage. Eclipse Protocol Backpack with 7% headshot damage. Tip of the Spear chest piece with 10.6 weapon damage, 10.1 crit damage. Walker Harris Backpack with Leadership Talent. We have 8.2 hazard protection, 6.5 weapon handling, and 11% of weapon damage. Then we have Fenris chest piece with Focus Talent. We have Armor Regen here, headshot damage 7.4. And 10.9% weapon damage. You know, this is actually not bad. Focus on Fenris, you know, with headshot damage. You can change the armor region to like crit damage and have a crit chance mod or a headshot damage mod, you know, depends on your build. Yeah, pretty decent one. Next we have Offensive System mod, which is 10.2% crit damage. A Drone mod, which is 6.4 duration. Turret mod, 4.3% burn damage. And last we have a Sticky Launcher mod, which is 5% of blast radius. Okay guys, we're here at DZ West vendor, so let's take a look. We got the Harmony. Okay, finally something decent, I would say. Harmony rifle comes with perfectly in sync talent. We have 5% damage to armor, 11% of crit damage, and 11.9% of rifle damage. So yeah, if you want, you can buy this. Pretty fun weapon to use. I mean, it's a rifle, obviously. We have perfectly in sync talent, but it increases your skill damage and weapon damage. So yeah, if you want, you can use it if you don't have one already, by the way. Next we have custom M870 shotgun with steady-handed talent, 9% headshot damage, 9% damage to armor, and 10.6% of shotgun damage. Then we have the Socom M1A rifle with Sadist talent, 9% accuracy, 14% crit damage, and 10% rifle damage. The Foundry gloves with armor there, of course. We have 10.5% of skill haste, Aces and 8 knee pads with 10.2 weapon damage, 9.9 crit damage. China Light gloves with armor region there. We have 17.2% repair skill, Fenris knee pads with 12% weapon damage, 4.9 crit chance, and 6.7% skill damage, yeah. Defensive System mod, which is 8.4% ensnare resistance. Seeker Mine mod with +1 cluster mines. Shield mod, which is 4.3% holster regeneration. Firefly mod, which is +1 max target. And last, we have a Decoy mod, which is 6% of health. Alright, so let's go to New York. Alrighty guys, we're here at New York Haven Settlement, so let's take a look what Roy Benitez got for us. We got Banshee SMG here with steady-handed talent, 9% of headshot damage, 14% crit chance, and 10.2 SMG damage. Then we have Black Market RPK LMG with close and personal talent. We have 9% of headshot damage, 9% of damage to target out of cover, 10.8% LMG damage. This is basically like the new reliable, but obviously the non-named version of it. But I mean, I can change this to damage to armor, but this has close and personal, so I have to be close. I don't know if I want to be close with an LMG. Yeah, but it's a very good LMG though. Then we have the 1886 rifle with Sadie's talent, 5% of damage to armor, 13% of crit damage, and 10.1 rifle damage. The X45 pistol with fast stance talent, 8% damage to target out of cover, 9.5 pistol damage. 511 tactical backpack with obviously armor there. We have 5.5% of weapon handling, 4.7% crit chance, and leadership talent. What's with the leadership talent this week? We have Badget of gloves with armor there, obviously. We have 9.6% of skill haste, 8.7% of hazard protection. Fenris mask with 8.7% of weapon damage, maxed out explosive resistance, 3.8% of crit chance. We have defensive system mod, which is 4.3% crit chance. Utility protocol mod with 16.2% of repair skill. Shield mod, which is 4.2% deflected damage. Firefly mod with 5.8% skill haste. And trap mod, which is 5.9% of shock radius. Alrighty guys, we're finally at the final vendor, so let's take a look. We got the MK16 assault rifle with the future perfect talent. We have 7% of damage to target out of cover, 14% of health damage, 12.7% of assault rifle damage. Pretty decent one, I would say. Change the talent future perfect to anything you would like. I would say like killer talent or something like that. You can change it to it. And next we have M700 tactical marksman rifle with killer talent here. 8% of crit damage, 90% of headshot damage, and 10.5% of marksman rifle damage. Then we have 6716 rifle with the ranger talent. We have 8.5% of magazine size, 12% of crit damage, 10.4% of rifle damage. The PX4 Storm type F pistol with perpetuation talent, 9% of headshot damage, 10.6% of pistol damage. And then we have Petrov Defense Group chest piece with perfected reload talent. We have 9% of crit damage, 9.1% actually, 5.7% reading headshot damage, and maxed out weapon damage. Empress International knee pads with 10.3 skill haste, 7.6% headshot damage. Belstron Armory mask with pretty high armor there. We have health 15,124 and armor region there. We have offensive system mod with 7.6% headshot damage, a defensive protocol mod which is 8.6 in snare resistance, turret mod which is 4.1% burn damage, firefly mod which is 8% of speed, and last wave with trap charge mod which is 4.1% of duration. So that's it for weekly vendor, guys. You probably seen my frustration when I was reading all these numbers, but I would say there are some half decent items. I recently bought an account. Yes, I am mad. I don't know what I was thinking, but from that point of view, I would say, yeah, there are some half-decent items which you can actually buy and put it in your recalibration station as a new player. But that's pretty much it, because Dark Zone is not selling Dark Zone exclusives, just the Harmony there. So, yeah, I would stay away from the vendor basically this week. So that's pretty much it for the video. Hope you guys will find what you're looking for, and I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, peace.